back again, and I am, of course, Kylie, and my fighting name is Fancy. I'm a fighter out of Numenor, and I am going to be interviewing this lovely individual, which he will introduce himself again. We are going to be talking about all the different parties, events, etc., that you'll be running or helping with, so let's get right into it. And you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Squire Berenor. I should probably add to my list of titles the overworked, but it's my fault. Also, Masters of the Seneschal Guild. Love the guilds. If you want to talk to me about that, talk to me. You can't, because this ain't that interview. But pronouns he, him, his. Been doing this for about 10 years. I'm a ranger of the Pavilion. That's my unit. Out of the Northern Steppes. And I would love to explain more about all that, but I think I might be jumping the gun, looking a bit ahead on the questions.
Yes. So we'll just kind of get into it, which is, of course, your question, your things that you're going to be running. What all, just going from top to bottom, just labeling what you're going to be doing. What are you running, and then what are you assisting with?
So, yeah, there's a long list of things that I'm running and assisting with. I'm going to hit more specifically the things that I'm running. But for the whole list, on Thursday, we're going to be having the Thrift Exchange. So it's all about getting new people to the sport, uh, better garden gear, but also anybody who wants to come by can participate as well. Supporting the Damien Center, they're great. Friday, we are participating in the first annual chili cook-off and unit open house with our Hobbit party. It's going to be tons of fun, lots of potato. Um, then later that night, I'm helping with, I'm not running, but a lot of my rangers are going to help with dagger fighting at the barn, the library barn. That's going to be tons of fun. Even if you don't want to fight, there's betting on things using just the fake currency we have. There's going to be any of the leftovers from my potato party is going to be going over there. It's going to be tons of fun. And then on Saturday, we have our unit trials, which is a thing for us, but everybody has been really enjoying going there because they get to just fight and hit my new people, but also anybody who doesn't have a combatant challenge. All challenges of the mind, soul, some of the stomach. Somebody did give someone a dry cracker one time and said they had to eat it without water until they swallowed it, which is harder than it looked. Um, that's that. Saturday night, we're having a spaghetti feast, open to everybody, followed by Bardic Circle. Also, at some point, probably going to post on there later, I'm going to gather all the self-proclaimed old people. We're just going to line the road by weapons check with our coffees in hand and sit there and just complain at people's good knees.
You're gonna do the whole Skyrim thing. I used to be an adventurer until I took a knee.
Be
All
like,
right.
oh, what was it like to have factory new knees?
No bionic knees quite yet, not completely yet. All right, so of course, we'll just jump into the first thing, which is your thrift exchange. Can you say one more time when that is, the time, and some of the details for that?
Yeah. Well, let me get into that. I'm actually going to pull it up if that's okay. We can get into that.
Yeah, sounds good.
About 3 to 6 at Camp Arda. So go to the pavilion, turn in a circle until you see the white tree of Gondor. That'll be us. A lot of people have already know our camp from getting an Okfest last year. Um, so it's going to be about 3 to 6.
Okay. And is there anything in particular that you would like people to bring, or are there any restrictions on what people can bring?
So if you're new and you have nothing, just bring yourself and come out with some cool stuff. If anybody wants to just bring an item and they don't want to get an item, please do so. If anybody wants to just come by with a monetary donation to the Damien Center, please do so. We do appreciate that as well. Any donations do need to be clean. There is a difference between distressed garb and dirty. Looking at my friend from Urukai, he knows who he is. And it must pass the mom sniff test. Multiple moms performing the sniff test. And no dirty dishes.
Okay. And of course, probably main things are garb and gear, but is there anything?
Feast, wear, stuff like that. If you want to bring weapons, stuff like that. But belts, garb, mugs, dishes, the things that really make people enjoy their first event. We've noticed is guard and having a money to carry around that's theirs, so they don't have to come to shame.
Okay. And of course, you've mentioned the Damien Center. If people do want to make donations, is it just monetary donations that you're taking, or are there other types of donations that they are also taking?
It's just monetary donations. I haven't reached out to the Damien Center because I figured we wouldn't be on our first iteration of this to the level where it'd be a sizable enough donation that we need to coordinate with them. But they're just they are an Indianapolis LGBTQIA plus health and advocacy center, focusing primarily on HIV wellness and prevention. They don't do services for the unhoused or needy in the fact of needing clothes. And even if they were, I don't think giving them a bunch of tunics and tabards would really be what those needing clothes to be able to, one, just daily walk around going to interviews. I don't think that would really vibe with them. So for the Damien Center, just financial donations. Your guard and gear donations, at the end of the day, if you want to come by and pick them back up by the end of this party, not the whole event, please come by around 6-ish to pick those up. If not, we'll be storing them ourselves, because at most events we go to, we normally clothe 1 to 3 new people from various camps and units, not even our own. Because a lot of people learn to know that the tree means a place of help, whether it be food, gear, or first aid.
Okay,
And
well, that's great.
also, a few select pieces will go to the auction and tavern fights on the front.
Ooh, that's exciting. Uh, I know that that'll be more towards the end of the night, so it'll be interesting to see what all will be in that auction. So I'm intrigued to see what all will be there.
A
So,
lot of the vendors have put up stuff too.
oh, great. That's new. And that's good. I know that you are also, for another event that you're having, the Spaghetti Fest. So it said on the form or the little thing that you made, second annual. So can you talk about how the first Spaghetti Fest went the first time?
Yeah. It was my first Okfest ever. Just the events that I'm used to going to. It's not anything against Okfest, but the events I'm used to going to are like more nightlife centered. The fights are fun, but it's more nightlife centered. And I didn't know there wasn't a feast. That's my fault for not reading. So I was like, hey, we're gonna have a feast. Let's look in our pantry, see what we got. We have like 10 pounds of spaghetti. So I invited anyone I could. Just come on in, have spaghetti. We went to the Dollar General and got some bowls. Great time. We repeated this again. Slightly larger crowd, good vibes. But for Okfest, this is the second annual. Might be the second and a half, but either way.
Okay. And I see there it looks like it's going to be Saturday from 7 p.m. until it's gone. Is there anything with the Spaghetti Fest that you anticipate people need to bring?
Please, please, please bring a bowl if you can. We will have some bowls there that are disposable, some that are styrofoam that we had donated to us, and then we're also going to have more easy or recyclable ones that will be able to burn in the fire to not have landfill waste. We try to really reduce waste in camp. Yeah, please bring a bowl and please bring a drinking vessel, because any of the leftover beverages from the Friday night taverns, not any of them, some of the leftover beverages will be brought to our camp to be used for this party and the Bardic Circle as well.
Okay. And how much spaghetti are we talking here? How much are you going to be preparing?
We are, we might be increasing it, but right now we have budgeted to buy 30 pounds of spaghetti.
Wow, that's almost as much as me. That's almost how much I weigh.
Yeah, we hope it'll be enough, and we also hope that everybody comes to help us eat it. We do not want to have extra spaghetti. Please eat our spaghetti.
And then, are you going to be making all of the spaghetti on site, or is it something you're prepping beforehand and then putting it all together there?
Uh, we're making it all on site. We will have 5 giant pots. Just 3 of them are just going to be making noodles, constantly making noodles, while we have 2 that are making spaghetti sauce. We'll have another camp stove that's just going to be on as a warmer to keep things hot, and a metric crap ton of Parmesan cheese.
And
The
the
shaky cheese.
ooh, nice. And the sauce itself, is it a meat-based sauce or a meatless sauce?
It is meatless sauce. There might be a few meatballs at the beginning of it, because normally some of our guys like to make meatballs with theirs. But it is meatless. We also will have, we try to be not just socially inclusive camp, but gastronomically inclusive as well. So we'll have limited gluten-free options. Please reach out to me ASAP if you need that accommodation.
Okay. And then, of course, if somebody doesn't have a bowl and they have a flask or a tankard, is that acceptable to be used as a bowl?
Yes, we will have limited bowls and tankards. I have seen people use tankards. I've seen people use drinking horns. One guy wanted to use his hat. I said no to that one. But flask, we'll have to get creative. But YOLO, let's give it a shot. I kind of regret that decision already, but let's do it. It'll be
I'm,
great.
I'm sure there'll be some people that'll just try to attempt it to see how if it's possible.
One noodle at a time.
One noodle at a time. All right, so that's pretty much it for that event. So we'll move on to the next one, unless there's anything else you wanted to add.
After that, we do have our bardic circle
Oh,
immediately following it. If I could pull that up, if you don't mind.
yeah, let's talk about that.
Boop, boop.
Banana.
So, at this event, they're not doing a bardic competition. Actually, a lot of events are moving away from that because it just is kind of restrictive to the bardic process, which I'm fine with. So, at our camp with Maelstrom, we're going to be hosting a bardic circle. So, I put 8 p.m. But it's 7 p.m. is when the spaghetti starts, and bardic will start somewhere with spaghetti ending and bardic starting. But we just want people to come around the fire and join us. Anything that's bardic is acceptable. Songs, dance, instruments, stories, not just tales that are like the fun stories we all heard around the camp. Tell a story of your character, stuff like that. We'll be having an MC, most likely me, keep track of order, kind of like a karaoke system. So we'll have a rotation of people who've been there for a while, but we'll also make sure to sprinkle in new people so that everybody gets a chance to share the spotlight. Please limit yourself to 10 minutes just so we can get everybody a turn to participate. And also, if it gets too busy, if I have another fire pit available, we'll split the party and we'll have 2 fires going on with 2 different groups of bards.
Okay, cool. And have you done bardic circles and ran bardic circles in the past before?
Yeah, many of you guys that get it will remember that after the bardic competition, a lot of y'all came over to my camp. We had a bardic circle. I ran multiple bardic tournaments at Olympics, at Gathering of the Clans, and I competed and won in many bardic tournaments myself. So,
Okay.
pretty big fan of the bardic arts and love to have that at a camp.
That's great.
Going until about 1 or 2 o'clock. I'm getting old, so I can't stay up this late.
You'll just listen to it in your sleep. Just dream about it.
I brought earplugs.
Now, I've never been to any of the bardic things. I've only been a fighter for a short period of time, and of course, I also just can't be at everything at once. But is there anything in
Fix that.
Yes, hopefully we'll fix that this year. Is there anything that you can remember just being like a distinct thing about the bardic circle that you'd like to share and talk about?
It's not this bardic circle, it's a pub scene at another event, but just how it can make the night more magical when things happen. I didn't know these people were here, but we're all gathered around a fire, and I started singing Fat Melting Me Modi, which most people might know as My Mother Told Me, right? For, not for, Assassin's Creed Valhalla just came out, so we were all singing, right? So I started singing in Old Norse, did a few rounds, I heard cups just clanking together. I didn't know there was a whole Viking unit behind me. And they were all humming along. And then when I switched into English, I had a chorus of people behind me singing, and it was fantastic and magical. And those are the kind of things that happen. We have spontaneous songs last year at Get In. And it's just some of the best memories I've had in LARPing ever are
And I'm envisioning it, and it sounds like it would be an experience. I'm imagining a giant roaring fire, you in front, dancing or singing your heart out, everyone else cheering around you. So I hope definitely it comes out to how I'm envisioning it.
That is exactly how it is. It's just the fire, the circle around the fire is love and acceptance.
Great.
That's just what it is, and we just have fun. If you have a performance that is not PG-13, though, try and save those for the end.
The end. Well, at least that's an option for people if they do want to do something like that. But
It
that's
normally turns into that a bit, but tastefully so. But still, we send the kids to bed.
to bed. Off with you. All right, and then we'll move on to the next thing, which it looks like you are going to be having a hobbit party. Now, is there a height requirement? Do we have to have a certain height to get in?
No, but those who are of the Hobbit variety do get special status because they can just go around and call their Hobbit priority for whatever they want. Be like, well, I'm a Hobbit, I need that chair, as long as it's not someone's specific chair. But we have a lot of unit chairs that'll just be out there, stuff like that. So if you are a Hobbit, this is your party, and you are most welcome for being there. But I'm not good at remembering everything that I have. Do you mind if I pull it up?
Yeah, sure.